Make a godly change and stick with it. See, because the year is still in the morning, the year is fairly fresh. These messages are meant to make you a bit more reflective than otherwise before the year gets too busy. A good many times you must think more, and when you are ready, then you start acting. It's like if you are going on a journey, you have to think about the route you are going to use. Because some routes are longer, some routes are shorter. Some routes are dangerous, some routes are there are potholes there. So you look into your marriage, and then you ask yourself, where do I have to make a change in this marriage? In my personal life, where do I have to make a change? In the church, where do I have to make a change? So all of us, as you are listening, all of us church members must be ready for changes and a change. Usually when there are changes, it brings trouble because people like to move according to what they are used to. But change is a good thing. Yeah, change is a good thing. The cells in your body have been changing. They die and new ones come. And so that's how God has called us to run in this life, that we make changes. And I'm saying that make godly changes and stick with it. You look at the trouble areas of the marriage. That's where you usually have to make a change. And you look at the areas of the marriage where there is not much progress. Make just godly change, and the change may be small, but don't worry about it. When the change is made and it's godly, just stick with it. It will bring a mighty change, a mighty difference down the years. Are you listening to me? Many years ago, I did a general paper. It was called is it GP? General paper, yes. A levels, GP. 1986-87, I did GP. They will test you on chemistry, physics, biology, and then a subsidiary paper called general paper.
General science, but
or accounting, costing, management, and general paper. Or maths, geography, economics, and general paper. Then you go to the university. You will be doing your medicine plus Afro studies, African studies. Yes.
A fine course.
You're a medical student, but do you do Afro stats? Yes, you do it.
A fine course. School course say computer, say
then you will be doing psychology, sociology, religions, and communication. They call it writing skills.
And I bet so I found out the communication.
I don't know about tech, but I want to suppose that you do pharmacy and you do Afrostat. Is that what you did? You didn't go to a good university. Sister, you didn't do anything like that, Afrostats? Oh, tech, backup. KNUST, backup. They stopped. Okay.
You see the African studies.
You see, they want to give you a general knowledge.
Now you say your mama nimdie efa nioma bi ho.
But I realized that my general knowledge was not good.
Na me hu say sa paper no de na nkoyie.
No, I'm not talking about the paper. I realized that my general knowledge was not good.
Anya paper no. Na mo nimdie a wo nioma bebre mu no na emwa.
I knew Bible verses.
Na wo nim Bible.
I could preach.
But
I didn't know what was happening around the world. I realized that my general knowledge was very low. So in 1983,
yes.
88, I took a decision that I will listen to news every day. Yeah, some people read graphic. Me, I don't read.
Daily graphic, no
news, I listen. I don't read.
News.
Are you following what I'm saying? So from 1980 something, I've been listening to news almost every day, several decades ago. So I almost know every day what is happening in the world, generally.
News. So what person who local news now so person who news are
you following? The president of Hungary has resigned.
Wow.
Yes.
Was he Hungary president? Was he on debut?
And Donald Trump is saying that those who are in NATO, if you don't pay your fees or your dues and Russia comes against you, we will not support you.
Yes.
So that habit has changed my preaching. So I know I've come to know a bit about almost everything. So make a godly change and stick with it for years. The impact will show. You do that for the church. You do that for your marriage. And look at the book of James chapter 4 verse 8. James 4:8. Draw near to God and he will draw near to you. This was written by James to the Jews. He quoted an Old Testament verse. He said, draw near to God, he will draw near to you. Somebody will say, no, God is already in me. I don't need to draw near to God. God is already in me. Which is true. But God can be in you. And you still can be far away from God. You can be married. And when people marry, they are close. You can be married and still be far away from your spouse. Is it not true? Yes, you may be in the same house, but you are far away from each other. So when you look into your marriage and you realize that you are not spending enough time with your spouse, make a change. Make a change and spend more time with your spouse. If you're a church leader and you don't spend enough time in the church, make a change before you are changed. You must give time to the work you are involved in. Zero tolerance for those who don't have time for the appointment they have been given. I mean, what kind of behavior is that? You are always in a hurry somewhere. Everything is taking your time, but the things of God. It's a shame. It's a disgrace. And in a way, you have to relieve yourself because you see, whatever you are doing for God, the Bible says, do it with all your heart. So make a little bit of change. You call yourself a church member, adjust the amount of time you give the church. I asked somebody, I said, so and so, does he pay tithe? I was asking somebody this morning a question. Because you can't claim you're a member of this church and you don't pay tithe. How are we supposed to build the church, do the car park, do that? How are we going to be able to do that? Other people should pay and you should just come in and go and call yourself. How sincere and honest is this? So whatever you are doing, make a change. The year is young. Make a change. Don't be a hypocrite who says it's this, but in reality you are not. Make a change and stick with it, and you see progress coming to whatever you are doing. You know, I have a friend. Interpret. Let me go on. I have a friend.
I
have a friend who was telling me a story. He has a business, and in the business, many people have been employed. I saw that the business was not coming up. So he decided that he needed a different crop of people to do the work. Because sometimes you will talk, you will train. You see, what is in the heart of a person? What is in the heart of a person? If the person is not ready, it's not your training that will change the person. So you get to a point where you say, you go, you go, you go. That's what you do.
What it is said, they want to come
and it is very difficult to train people who are not trainable. They will make you angry. They will not perform. And yet, if you touch them, they will rise up with people. And you will have ignorant people who will rise with them. And why did you do that? You see, before you support anybody, calm down, Selah, and think properly about it. Think properly about it. Because some people, whether in the church, in their workplaces, the excuses they give, and I can't come to, my child is not well. He is sending his child to a school, and he is saying, my child is not well, so I will not come to school. How long does it take to go to the hospital? Go to the hospital and come back to the school. But you see, people, when the thing is not theirs, when they are not the head pastor, when they are not the head of the organization, when they are not the head of the business, when they are not the head of the family, they do very lousy things. And when you rise up and you say enough, you see that sentiments, people will rise from corners that you don't expect, and they will come together. Let me tell you, nobody in this church should quickly and easily lift up a tongue against a leader who takes any decision in any department. Put your sticks down, put your stones down, no more before you shoot. Because many times people are covered and over covered, but there comes a time a leader says no more, enough. And I don't expect anybody to rise up. And when you change people, and why do they change? Don't be somebody who doesn't think well. Don't be somebody who doesn't think well. Are you following what I'm saying?
Yes.
I'm saying something by the Spirit of God. Because many times things get destroyed because there are people in charge who are not in charge. And yet when you push them, they fight back. And you wonder, what kind of silly behavior is this? So this is what my friend did. He sacked all the people. Yes. Paid them 1 year and brought new people. And the whole of Ghana, that company is the second top company. within about 3 years, the change he made, that's the impact. Think about it. Even in the marriage, sometimes you see a man, the wife will ask for money, and the man says, no, we can't spend this money. Sometimes it's the man who is drinking, and the wife says, no, we are not going to accommodate this. And sometimes it brings a little bit of trouble here and there. When you sit behind and you look into the family, you can say the wife is rude. And she's this. And she's that. And she's this. And she's that. But you don't know the story. Are you following? So be quiet. Pause. Think calmly about it. Sometimes a man is described as stingy. Doesn't buy dress for me, doesn't do this one, doesn't do that for me. Stingy. And when you go into it, you will know that you have enough dresses to take you at least for 2 years. So make the change. This year, buy no dress. Don't make unreasonable demands. And whatever your father or mother gives you for pocket money in school, make sure you manage it. Make it enough for yourself. There's a way to eat to be full and be healthy. Every student must learn to eat beans.
Thank you. God be enterprise.
Every student must learn to eat egg. Every student must learn to eat gari. These 3 things, and when you eat them, you will be full for a long time. If you're always eating jollof fried rice and chicken, listen, it's not very healthy. Because rice will easily digest and the energy will just turn into sugar and you feel, but you see, the beans, it takes its time slowly. The gari is full of fiber. It takes its time slowly. The egg, oh man. Sometimes after you have eaten, if you feel that you want something to just drink water, you see that the fiber in the gari will stretch and your stomach will be full again.
Oh, hallelujah. So who know how your papa cannot tell you? Technology is say, when you beans na one gari more. Na man you fuka mani embre to fuka no nya digu ya mo anu your first point. E wo mo na come the one anum so gari na for bebre no e be shase say ejuma oh now be who said do be call the whole day technology.
Do this. Do this so that you'll be healthier, because all these food items, they are very healthy food too. So that your father and your mother, they can put money aside against the rainy day instead of telling them scary stories to get money from them. Somebody has come to steal my money. Somebody has come to steal my money. Somebody has come to steal my money, and you send a telegram to your parents. I've been eating the whole day. I'm dying. But the truth is that nobody actually dies within 1 day of not eating. Nobody actually dies so. But you see, you are manipulating your parents. When I was in St. John's, one teacher told a very funny story. He said a boy sent a telegram in those days to his father.
Nka ne any text message ye wo bibi a friend telegram.
Dining ungone, no, school fees unpaid. School fees unpaid.
Na sam ne say eno ne ye ntiatia school fees ye ntua.
Dining ungone.
Mintumi nkodidi.
Expect dead body.
Ya wadwin say mubehu say ye di funu ebrem.
Then the father also responded in the telegram, salary unpaid.
Ena ne papa no so ode ba wo se ye ntua meka.
Dead body expected.
Ya twen woni padua na would be would.
Mr. Anderson, do you remember the story? He's a famous man who told us that story. I found it very amusing.